And we're back. My battery completely died. Okay, so I got my little muffin here. We are going to be reviewing slash doing a comparison of the Papablic, I think that's how you say it. The Papablic sterilizers. So here they both are. This is the old version and this is the newer version. I'd like to thank Papablic for sending me the newest version. Super appreciative of that. So let's just go over the old version here. So this is the top of it, the bottom. This is how the dial, it's like how you work it. So this is off. This is a little light indicator here that lets you know that it's on. So this is just sanitize mode. This is dry and sanitize for I think like 30 minutes or 40 minutes. And then the one down here is like a 60-minute dry and sanitize. So you do plug it in. This is the top, so you would just take it off. It does have this tray. This is just for smaller stuff. And then in there is the big tray. And this whole kind of unit here does come off, and that's where you put the water in. And this is nice because this becomes like a basket, so you can bring it to your sink and have this somewhere else, which I really, really like. That option in the older one. Unfortunately, they didn't keep that option in the newer one, which I really wish that they did because, you know, you don't always have enough counter space by your sink. So it's nice to kind of be able to have it over here, and then you can take this basket and bring it to the sink and then bring it back and get it all sterilized. So this is, again, like the older version. It doesn't really have too many, you know, perks or bells and whistles, but it still gets the job done. Loved the option of the basket. Wish that they had incorporated it into the newer one. So with the newer one, I'll kind of like show you guys a little bit of it. It's plugged in right now. This is what it looks like when it's plugged in. There is some stuff in there. So the top is more of a clear plastic, which is kind of nice. Then it has kind of this like metal mesh, which is interesting. So this is still a basket, so you could technically bring that to your sink if you wanted to. And then here's the inside, like of where the basket would be. And it does seem like this would be a basket, but unfortunately it's not. It's just, so that kind of happens. Which I honestly like really wish that they had kept the basket feature. This is metal right here, which wasn't in the older version, which is kind of interesting. I would be interested to know like if this would rust over time, just because it is like water that you're kind of incorporating here. So I will just move some of these here because there's kind of like an extra step with this one. So before you sanitize and start cleaning, you want to take this off and put your water in there. You're supposed to use distilled water, but you can also use regular water. So that's just hard water, which you can get rid of with vinegar, and I just haven't done that yet. Where I live, we have a lot of hard water, so I'm not surprised that that's happening. But that's not damaging the machine. Anyways, so the other thing is that, yes, you kind of really have to be careful and sort of center this plastic piece over here, which again, with the old version, it was a basket, so you didn't really have to worry about that. So I really wish that they had kept that feature, but I do really like that this is a touch screen and also a dial here. And I will go over the different versions in a minute here. So you can kind of like do a couple different things with this. There's the modes, which is, this is like auto mode, which you can kind of see, hopefully you can see that it says auto mode there. So it'll just automatically start in the dry and sanitize mode. And then the next mode is just sanitize. and then just dry for 60 minutes. And then this is like a storage option that you can have. And then this is just, I think this one's just dry. The other thing that I really like is that it does come with this little like infographic here. Oh, I'm sorry, that symbol was the food heating, which is about 18 minutes it looks like. There's also food dehydrating, and firepower is only works under food dehydrating mode. So it is kind of neat that there is a food dehydrator option with this. I don't think I'm ever going to use that because my husband actually does have food dehydrator, and this with the bottles and stuff, I don't really want it to be around food, but it does show you the different modes. Like I said, there's like the auto, there's the sanitize only, there's the dry only, there's storage, and then the food heating is the rest there. So again, you just go through the modes and you just click the mode button. So there's auto, so it'll automatically do the dry and sanitize. And there's the sanitize section only, the dry only, and the storage, and that would be the food prep one. You can also use the dial. You don't have to use the touch screen, which is kind of interesting. Let me just turn it off here. No, okay. So when it's off, it just has the dots there. So it does have a lot more options, which I really like. I just wish that you still had the option of the basket. Like again, I loved that option in the older one, but you can kind of use this as a basket and then bring it over here and like take the parts off and put them in here. You just have to remember to lift this and put water in there. I do like the base on it. It's a lot like sturdier looking, and it's just not so big as the original. All in all, I do really like the new version. If you're interested in getting the newer one, I would highly suggest it. You can get it on Amazon. I'll have everything linked down below. They do still sell the older one, and I think the older one does an absolute fine job. If you're looking for food dehydration, I would definitely get the newer version, obviously. Like I said, I do just wish that they had incorporated the basket in the newer version. That's kind of the only thing that I don't really like about it. But I love that it has the dial. I love that there's different modes. It's just sleeker looking, and I like that you can see kind of what's going on in the top there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little review. I am really thankful for Papablic for sending me the new sterilizer. It means a lot. I was checking out a couple more things on their website. They do have a UV sterilizer, which I've never used. It would be interesting to compare that with my Wubby. I do have a Wubby sterilizer, which is a UV sterilizer, and I really like that one. I actually haven't used that one for this pumping and breastfeeding journey that I'm on with our third little one here, mainly because it's so big. It takes up too much room on my counter space. It doesn't fit underneath my like counters right here. Like it's too tall. So the only place it would fit would be like over by our coffee machine here. The only thing is then I would have to walk essentially a mile with all these clean parts to put it away because it doesn't have that basket option. Like I said, I really liked that with the older Papablic sanitizer, and that was one of the main reasons why I got it. So I bought that one secondhand, and the lady had never really used it, so it still was practically brand new, and I loved that it had the basket option, and it also fit a lot better on my countertop, and it just like wasn't so big and kind of bulky. The thing I loved about my Wubby was that it had the UV option, and I feel like that just sanitizes stuff better, and it was bigger, so it held more stuff. But since I'm not exclusively pumping this time around, I felt like a smaller sanitizer would be completely fine, and I've been really liking it. But they do have a UV option on their website. I haven't tried that one, I would be definitely interested in trying it because it would be neat to see how big or small that one is compared to the Wubby, and just you know, kind of their version of the UV sterilizer would be neat to review. So if you guys are interested in that, comment below or give this video a thumbs up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. I will see you guys in my next video. And bye to Widow Baby. He is officially a month old. I can't believe it. I'm gonna be doing an update on him soon, but you know, just got a lot going on, so you know, one thing at a time. But I will see you guys soon in my next video.